The person you see here tonight is not who I've always been. In fact, there was a time when I didn't think it would be possible for me to have a place of my own, a fulfilling career, or to even do something as simple as take a walk or travel independently. At 16 years old, I was already so tired of life and the challenges I had to face because of my disability. Everywhere I went, people stared at me. Adults spoke to me through my parents or sisters, as if being blind also rendered me mute and incapable of thinking for myself. Children were uncomfortable in my presence. They either tolerated me because their parents told them to be nice, or they bullied or ignored me because I was different from them in ways they couldn't comprehend. My disability left me vulnerable. I was dependent on other people for almost everything. I had to be guided everywhere. I remember at university, students used to think it was funny to show me to the men's room or guide me to a seat that was wet or occupied. Mentally, I was at rock bottom. I was so ashamed and so self-conscious. I was embarrassed to walk with my white cane. I tripped and fell so often that I probably should have been declared a danger to myself. And considering all the flower gardens I used to take down with me in the environment too. But then I met Luca, the most wonderful golden retriever, who adores people, and he wouldn't allow me to hide from life. His energy and joy is infectious. Whenever I'm with him, I can't help but feel joyful too. I don't walk into windows anymore because I can't see the difference between a window and a glass door. I don't fall downstairs or trip over objects. And I don't have to wake up 2 hours earlier than I really have to because it takes me twice as long to get anywhere. I can keep up with sighted people, knowing that Luca will stop for steps, guide me around obstacles, or even find doors or escalators. When I'm hopelessly lost, I'm confident that Luca and I can find our way back, because he will never let me walk where it's too dangerous. The presence of a guide dog, however, is so much more than just being another working pair of eyes. The lives of disabled people are hardly ever easy. Everything from social interactions to finding our way around or building a normal life for ourselves can be incredibly difficult. No one believes that we are capable of being competent employees. As adults, we are still treated like children. And instead of enabling us to live independently, our communities believe that they have to take care of us. Changing the attitudes of those around us, convincing them that we're merely blind, is incredibly challenging. And sometimes we feel hopeless. It would be so easy to go back to hiding from society or simply giving up. But I can't do that anymore. I'm responsible for a guide dog, for a living being that depends on me to take care of him. He was trained to walk, so naturally that's what he wants to do. When I would rather stay in my bed and hide all day, he wants to go outside and play. I'm forced to ignore my fears and my insecurities, because Luca and I are a team. He guides me and keeps me safe, but in turn, he expects me to make decisions that are good for both of us. And how can I do that if I let my disability get the better of me? Luca also taught me to be patient and to control my emotions. Now, I'm a woman, but it is possible. A few weeks ago, I was stuck in the elevator. And this was my worst fear come true. But for the entire hour and a half I was in there, I kept it together. Because I had to keep Luca calm, so naturally I had to be calm. And thinking back, I realized that this is how I've approached every obstacle and every crisis I faced in the last 5 years, by remaining calm, considering my situation logically, and working with Luca. I am finally so much better than the person I was 10 years ago. Luca enabled me to stop being afraid that I'll be a victim of my disability for the rest of my life. He helped me to grow into a strong and happy and confident person. And the girl I was 10 years ago is a pale imitation of the woman I am today. Today, I am one admission exam and 4 months away from being admitted as an attorney. With Luca by my side, there's nothing I won't try. I live right here in Johannesburg, on my own, where Luca accompanies me to court, to meetings, and to dinners with friends. All of a sudden, because of Luca's sweet face and his buoyant personality, people forget that the person he's guiding is blind. And it's not so difficult to believe that I'm a normal person with hopes and dreams and a very cute dog. Luca also constantly has me laughing. Because while I am a millennial and in this new era we find ourselves in, everything has to happen fast. So I ask for directions. And occasionally, someone will whisper the directions into Luca's ear. And I've also been for more than one impromptu swim when Luca decided that playing with ducks would be far more interesting than walking. I've met strangers who turned into friends because for some reason they attracted Luca's attention. And even if every route I knew was blocked off, Luca has never failed to find our way home. So if you are here thinking that it's just a dog, or that your presence here is nothing, then think again. Tonight you shouldn't feel modest about what it means that you're here and that you're contributing to the life of a disabled person. Because Luca, just like every other service animal out there, is incredibly special. Luca enables me to live a life that in a million years I never would have dreamed possible. Your contribution enables the organization to train dogs that will hopefully one day make the difference in someone's life, and they will also have a dog that's not just a dog. Thanks to this organization, I'm content with the life I'm living today. And I no longer waste my time dreaming about trading it for sight. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for thinking of service and guide dogs and the people whose lives they'll one day touch. Perhaps you don't always see the impact of your generosity on the lives of disabled people. And I wish I could explain to you how placing that harness in your hand for the very first time is like putting on the world's best pair of glasses, I imagine. Because even though I still can't see, for the first time I finally know what's in front of me. Your contribution will hopefully one day show another disabled person that having a guide or service animal is nothing but an adventure, that we too can be happy. And in my case, I also learned that I don't have to take everything in life so seriously and to always pack dry clothes for the days when Luca decides that the only thing left to do is drown our sorrows the golden retriever way. Thank you.